What you'll notice before we start ironing the hair, just come a bit closer. The hair does not look like it's overloaded with product. Like this hair, if I sent Marlies out now, she could go home because the hair doesn't look like it's heavy with product. What you'll notice as well is that I use the same 6 sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections when I iron the hair, because I do not want my sections to be wider than the blade of my iron. So the plate of my iron is never, my sections are never wider than the plates. That enhances my accuracy dramatically. And because the goal here is, with every single time that we pass over the hair, we want to do that in such a way that we are using an even pace, but we want every part of each section to get the same amount of heat. And if our sections are too wide, it's very likely that pieces are going to fall out the sides, and we're just not going to get that deliberate result that we're after. So I'm going to start here in the nape. Obviously, I can manipulate this treatment by the thickness of the sections that I take. The leaner my sections, the more intense my result. The temperature that my iron is at, minimum of 190 and a maximum of 230, determined by the condition that's pre-existing on the hair, and then the number of passes. So in this case, our goal is to pass over the hair 6 times, because we want to keep volume, but we want to eliminate frizz. However, because the hair is a little bit compromised already, it's color treated, we want to make sure that the treatment remains a treatment. If we push the hair too far with heat, then we'll end up with worse condition than what we started with. And that's not what we want. So in order to combat that, what I do is you'll notice that I elevate quite high. I'll take my section and go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, after my 4th pass, which is my minimum amount of passes, I'm going to look at the hair. So I'm going to inspect the hair. If you look at that hair, do you notice how shiny it is from roots to ends? And that is what we want to achieve, obviously. So I know that I want to pass over the hair 6 times. So I'm going to now pass over a 5th time. Check the hair. Okay, everything's fine. I'm going to go over a 6th time. And that's it. Everything looks in order. I don't have a dehydrated end. The hair feels smooth from roots to ends. So I'm going to do one more section. You'll notice that I never drop that hair on top of that hair. I'm always making sure that my new section doesn't accidentally drop onto that hair, because even though it's not my intention, I accidentally pick up a little bit from this previous section and I iron everything 6 times again, I'm going to have pieces that are ironed 12 times, which is well over what I've intended to do, and can lead to burning of the cuticle. So certain an uneven treatment, because then throughout the head of hair, you end up in a situation where some pieces are ironed double what they were supposed to, and will just achieve a very uneven treatment. I'm not going to even cut that out. I'm just going to leave that there. All right.
We'll carry on recording.
That's it. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. What you'll notice is I go straight from, every time I go as close as I can to the scalp without burning my moles in the process. Now I'm going 5 and 6. So that is 6 passes. If you look at that, notice how shiny those ends are and how even that hair texture is.